There's been less work done to the interior, but it's still a wonderful place to be. The offset stripes on the fixed-back competition buckets are an appropriately sporty touch. There's Alcantara everywhere, a sliver of brushed aluminum across the dash, and a perfectly sized and shaped steering wheel. I was comfortable enough in the buckets, which adjust electronically for height and manually fore and aft, for several hours on the track and on the highway, but would have appreciated a touch more rake to the seat back. The uprightness was less apparent on the track, as the seat back angle was perfect for the work at hand, sawing away at the wheel and running through the shift pattern. Our European friends can go one better than the fixed back buckets and option the Club Sport package, which includes a cage, a 6-point harness for the driver, a fire extinguisher, and pearl wiring for a battery disconnect. Surely the aftermarket will step in and help American GT3 owners who'd like that degree of preparation. As you might expect, the test cars were loaded with many eye-watering features. The carbon ceramic brakes, lovely to modulate despite their massive effectiveness, seem worth every penny, until you realize that $9,210 is a lot of pennies. About £5,000 worth, actually. The buckets are $5,200, and some of the lovely colors available, lava orange and chalk, are particularly captivating, aren't cheap, either, at $4,220. Such is the way with Porsche. Those who can afford to tick every box really should, but for any real track work I'd say those carbon ceramic brakes are worth the hit to your net worth. Assessing whether the 2018 911 GT3, which starts at $144,650, is a good value is a bit difficult. As I mentioned earlier, there aren't many cars, let alone Porsches, left with high performance, naturally aspirated engines left out there. There's also no telling how much longer the FI is going to keep turbos out of the GT3 racing classes, so the 911 GT3 may blow with the winds of change at some point, too. Think of it this way, it's the only naturally aspirated, flat 6-powered 911 on sale. An incredible realization, considering what this brand has done with non-turbo boxers for decades. More to the point, this is simply a phenomenal driver's car that doesn't beat up the driver, either. I don't think anyone who jumped on a last-generation GT3 will feel cheated by the new car's incremental improvements, but anyone who demurred should step right up. There aren't many cars around that can romp around a track and then take you home, and do both as well as the new GT3. And then there's the creeping suspicion that this is going to be one of the last naturally aspirated Porsche 911s ever built, and a surefire future classic even if it isn't.